Wormwood, semen retention, body gains, and trust the process, man. You gotta trust the process, man. I don't care if you're not there yet. You don't just pick up some damn weights and eat a damn salad and get buff, man. You gotta trust the process. Every time I started a business, I trust the process. That's why it always grew. I knew that it was going to be some rainy days, it was going to be some sunny days, some happy days, some slow days. I knew that no matter what I do, there was going to always be some customers that just didn't like the product, but I had to always trust the process to knowing that my business was going to be good and big one day. Probably not today, probably not tomorrow. And along the way, there was going to be some mistakes, but those mistakes was always lessons that I learned from. I trust the process. Yes. I remember I used to bulk, and it wasn't even the bulk. It was just literally lifting heavy weights for a short amount of time and eating what the hell I wanted to eat. I just called it bulking. But the reason I used to love doing that is because I used to like getting 35 pounds overweight and then just chopping it down, chopping it down, because I knew that the process was going to pay off. Trusting the process, man, it pays off. This is what makes a lot of people fail, because they don't trust it and they give up. Like, you're going to put a seed up in the ground and then next week you're going to get some apples. Nah. That's what growing the trees taught me, man. You gotta trust the process. It's gonna be different phases up in the plant's life. And yes, I be wanting them trees now. You hear what I'm saying? But I trust the process. I know that if the pH is balanced and the nutrients is all good, then it's all good. Just like with working out and just like with this editing program that I'm doing now. And I'm going to get another one and a more complicated one. And I trust that by keep being dedicated to it, that it's going to pay off one day. See, I know that. And once a person know that and can trust the process, then it changes the game. That mixed with semen retention, mixed with body gains, you hear what I'm saying? Mixed with reprogramming your subconscious, all of that. That's what we need as the planet vibe higher. We're going to need to do all of that to survive this. Yeah, man. Trusting the process. Whether you're going to school, nope, you're not going to graduate today, and some lessons are going to be more complicated than other ones. You're going to get an A, then you might get a B, then you might get a C, then 2 more A's. But at the end of it, man, you're going to graduate and it's all going to be good. And you're going to look back at that and be like, dang, just imagine if I didn't trust the process, I would have just gave up a long time ago. That's the difference between the person who gives up and don't give up. One trusts the process and one just either want it overnight or want it to come easy or don't trust the process. He just don't trust it. He don't understand that if you get some bread and then you get some cheese and then you get some tuna and some lettuce and some tomatoes, eventually that's going to be a damn sandwich. He stopped at the getting the bread part. You can't stop at the getting the bread part. You got to get all the damn ingredients if you want the sandwich to be made. You hear what I'm saying? You got to trust the process in anything, especially working out, it is not going to come overnight. It is not going to be easy. Sometimes when I was doing the hard dieting, getting real deep up in it, I knew that at the end I was going to look ripped, chiseled, sharp. I knew at the end I was going to look like that, but damn, every day I wanted to give up. You hear what I'm saying? But wanting to give up never was an excuse to give up. Why? Because I trust the process. See, I know things like this, right? If I get hungry at night when I'm dieting, all I gotta do is just go to sleep. When I wake up in the morning, I'm not gonna be as hungry as I was at night. Plus, I can put a little bit on my stomach, but I refuse to go to sleep on a full stomach. I don't do that. That's a big no-no for me, no matter what stage of working out I'm in. I do not go to sleep on a big full stomach. You hear me? I stop eating right when the sun is getting ready to go down. That's when I stop eating. I mainly drink around that time. Yeah, you gotta trust the process though, man. And then you will win. You will win with anything. The only difference between the person who did it and the person who didn't do it is that the person who did it. And the person who didn't do it stopped along the way, man. You know? I had to get back into plumbing because I started a plumbing business and it was real slow, man. I didn't trust the process. Another guy was in school at the time that I started the business. He was going to work for me, but instead, he started his own business. His business grew like 3 years later. His business started off slow, just like mine. But he trusts the process. I stopped. I went on to other things. And he got a big business now. And I'm just now starting to have to get back into the game like that. To trust the process again. To start this business thing again. Whether it's the YouTube. Shit, some days I don't get no subscribers. Some videos don't get no likes. Some days I lose subscribers. But I trust the process. That's the funny thing. Another thing is I don't do nothing that I don't like. So I'm doing this YouTube because I like it. So it don't even matter if the subscribers go up or down or whatever. Although I appreciate all of the subscribers. I'm saying I'm doing this for free. This is my, like my rest time right here. And I am exhausted right now. And that's why I'm talking like this. I've been up all morning, man. I've been up since like 2:45, almost 3 o'clock. You hear me? But trust the process, man. It's going to get hard sometimes. Sometimes it's going to be hard. Sometimes it's going to be cool. Sometimes it's going to be funny. Sometimes it's going to make you mad. But at the end of it, at the end of the road, you're going to get there and you're going to look back and look how far you came. And then it's all just going to be funny. Then you're going to have a real good testimony for somebody to do it. Like me. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll be back at you with another video. Peace.